Yo, what's up everybody? It's Shash, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into the exciting world of ethical hacking. We're talking about the top 15 super hacking projects perfect for beginners in 2025. Whether you're completely new to this or just getting your feet wet, these projects are designed to be your entry point. Let's get started. Alright, before we jump into the deep end, let's take a second to talk about what ethical hacking actually is. In the simplest terms, it's like being a digital detective, using your tech skills to find vulnerabilities in systems and software. Think of it like those bug bounty programs you hear about, where companies pay hackers to find weaknesses in their systems. Learning ethical hacking isn't just about gaining cool skills. It's about potentially opening doors to a whole new career path. Plus, let's be real, who doesn't want to know how to protect themselves online? Now, before we start hacking anything, we need a safe space to practice, right? That's where our virtual lab comes in. Think of this as your own personal cybersecurity playground where you can experiment without the risk of breaking anything in the real world. Setting up a virtual lab is surprisingly straightforward. You'll need a decent computer, a stable internet connection, and virtualization software like VirtualBox or VMware. Once you've got your virtualization software installed, you can download pre-built virtual machine images or create your own. This allows you to run different operating systems and software within your virtual lab, giving you a realistic environment to practice your hacking skills. Trust me, having a dedicated virtual lab is a game changer. Okay, so we've got our virtual lab up and running. Now, let's start with some basic network scanning. This is like using a digital map to understand what devices and services are running on your network. One of the most common tools for network scanning is Nmap. It's a powerful, free, and open-source tool that allows you to scan networks for active hosts and open ports. By running a network scan, you can identify potential vulnerabilities, such as outdated software or open ports that could be exploited by attackers. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Always use your hacking skills ethically and only scan networks that you have permission to access. Let's talk passwords. We all have them, and we all know how important they are. But what happens when passwords fall into the wrong hands? That's where password cracking comes in. Password cracking, when done ethically, helps us understand the strengths and weaknesses of different password systems. There are various password cracking techniques, from brute force attacks, which try every possible combination, to dictionary attacks, which use lists of common passwords. Each technique has its own pros and cons, and understanding them is crucial for building strong passwords and protecting your own accounts. Remember, the goal here is to learn how attackers think, so you can stay one step ahead. Moving on to the wild world of web applications. These days, almost everything we do online involves interacting with web apps, from online banking to social media to shopping. But how secure are these applications really? Web application testing is all about finding and exploiting vulnerabilities in websites and web applications. This could be anything from SQL injection vulnerabilities to cross-site scripting or XSS attacks. These vulnerabilities can allow attackers to steal data, take control of accounts, or even deface websites. Learning how to identify and exploit these vulnerabilities is crucial for building more secure web applications. And the best part? You can even get paid to find these vulnerabilities through bug bounty programs. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about social engineering. This is the art of manipulating people into giving up confidential information like passwords or credit card details. Think of it like this. It's often easier to trick a person into opening a door than it is to pick the lock. Social engineering exploits human psychology and our natural tendency to trust. By understanding how these attacks work, you can learn to spot them in the wild and protect yourself from becoming a victim. Let's talk Wi-Fi, that magical technology that keeps us connected without the hassle of wires. But with this convenience comes potential security risks. Wireless network security is all about protecting your Wi-Fi networks from unauthorized access and attacks. We'll be diving into different encryption protocols like WPA2 and WPA3, understanding how they work, and learning how to configure them properly. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a solid understanding of how to secure your own home or office Wi-Fi network and protect your data from prying eyes. Alright, let's get a little technical and dive into the world of cryptography, the art of secret writing. Cryptography is the backbone of secure communication in the digital age. We'll be demystifying concepts like encryption, hashing, and digital signatures. You'll learn how these techniques are used to protect your data in transit and at rest. Think of encryption as putting your data in a super secure vault that only authorized users with the right key can open. Understanding cryptography fundamentals is essential for anyone interested in cybersecurity. Let's face it, the internet can be a dangerous place with malware lurking in the shadows. Malware analysis is like dissecting a digital virus to understand how it works and how to neutralize it. We'll be exploring different types of malware, from viruses and worms to Trojans and ransomware. You'll learn how to identify malicious files, analyze their behavior, and understand their impact. By understanding how malware works, you can develop strategies to protect yourself and your devices from these digital threats. Ever wonder how software actually works under the hood? That's where reverse engineering comes in. It's like taking apart a complex machine to figure out how all the gears and cogs work together. We'll be using tools like disassemblers and debuggers to peek into the inner workings of software. You'll learn how to analyze code, understand its functionality, and even modify its behavior. And the best part? There are tons of online communities and forums dedicated to reverse engineering where you can connect with other enthusiasts. Alright, let's talk about turning your hacking skills into cash. Bug bounty hunting is like a digital treasure hunt, where companies pay you to find vulnerabilities in their systems. We'll be exploring different bug bounty platforms, understanding their rules and guidelines, and learning how to submit high-quality vulnerability reports. Bug bounty hunting can be competitive, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Not only can you earn some serious money, but you'll also be making the internet a safer place, one bug at a time. Just remember, bug bounty hunting is a skill that takes time and dedication to master. With great power comes great responsibility. Ethical hacking is all about using your skills for good, and that means understanding the ethical implications of your actions. We'll be discussing the importance of obtaining permission before testing systems, respecting privacy, and disclosing vulnerabilities responsibly. Always operate within the bounds of the law, and use your skills to make the internet a safer place, not a more dangerous one. Now let's get personal for a bit. I remember when I first started dabbling in ethical hacking. It was like stepping into a whole new world, full of challenges and endless possibilities. One of my early projects involved setting up a virtual lab and practicing my network scanning skills. Of course, not all my hacking adventures were smooth sailing, and that's the beauty of ethical hacking. It's a journey of continuous learning and exploration. Alright, let's recap some of the key takeaways from our journey into the world of ethical hacking. Build your virtual lab, master the art of network scanning, and delve into the intricacies of password cracking. Explore the vast landscape of web applications, fortify your defenses against social engineering tactics, and become a guardian of wireless network security. Embrace the power of cryptography, dissect the anatomy of malware, and unravel the mysteries of reverse engineering. And if you're feeling adventurous, why not embark on a bug bounty hunting expedition? Now, I know it might seem like a lot to take in, but trust me, once you start diving into these projects, you'll be surprised at how quickly you pick things up. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. Don't be afraid to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from your experiences. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. So, what are you waiting for? Dive in, explore, and start your ethical hacking journey today. That's it for today's video. Hopefully you're leaving today feeling super inspired and ready to start your own ethical hacking journey. Remember, the best way to learn is by doing. So pick a project that interests you and start experimenting. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content like this. And be sure to let me know in the comments which of these projects you're most excited to try.